I gotta put these Yumiko runs somewhere, but as we get into it here, we're gonna hit quick play again to randomize things, just in case this is your first episode of anything, really, but we're just gonna hit quick play really quickly. Herald Fatalist, Herald Fatalist, Herald Fatalist, Herald Fatalist. We're gonna do at least 2 runs, probably just 2 runs, but Herald Fatalist. And let me remember that, because otherwise, if I don't repeat that to myself, I probably should just write this down somewhere, but I'm me. So, let's do Yumiko here. We'll do random item stats, and then Herald. So, as we get into our Herald Fatalist character exclusive random item Yumiko run, I feel like Swift Maneuver does work with the camera flash action, just out of the blue here, because I know someone asked about it. And I would have thought it didn't work, as we have Knowledge, Light, Dexterity, Second Encounter, Toxicon, and Charisma, but apparently it does. Apparently it does add 10%, because I thought maybe the camera flash action was its own special action that the game reads, if I'm to try to, because I don't know the game's code, so I am just... Any answer I'd give is not the most informed answer, but you have the next best thing, which is to go in and just like, so I think a total of, up to this point, me recording right now, I did 500 dodges, and I dodged 229 times, and then I got hit 229 times, and then I dodged 271 times, if I'm looking at my notes. Actually, that's 500 dodges, but you get the point. You do the old little... I'm trying to make sure I'm doing the right thing here, by the way, hold on. You do basically science on your own, and you find out, by the way, 3 damage, 70 speed. And so I think that's close. That's close enough to 60%. I mean, there's some give and take there. But again, I have to look at my notes, because I think I fell asleep trying to test more, because I just had World of Horror on, and so I was just testing things out here and there. But I did give someone the answer of, I think it was like, the first 200 that I did, there were 80 dodges and 80 hits. I got hit 80 times, and I dodged 120 times as camera flash, unless that experiment goes out the window there. And then, like I said, 229 times hit, and then 271 times dodge, which doesn't sound like 60-40, but again, there's some give and take there. Basically, anywho, I did the thing. Vigil, I did my best. I think this is Flood? Question mark? I would like to find out, but I actually don't want to find out. So let's go into a mystery here and get footage. So I actually have to look at my notes. I don't even know. I had my notes, but then I have more updated. Basically, I've been doing the test for a while. So actually, let me count, because I swear I put the percent somewhere. What is that? 229 divided by 500. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's what it is. Basically, so the math behind that is that the more you do an action, the closer you'll get to its theoretical probability. But of course, you always have to account for RNG. So the first 200 times I did it was basically exactly 40-60, because Swift Maneuver adds 10% to a 50% dodge if we assume that the numbers given to us by Pantstas are correct. Because that's just what I know based on what I've looked at. And then camera flash, assuming that it is a dodge, allows you to dodge in the same action. So if you have Swift Maneuver, again, I thought it wouldn't have worked, but apparently it does. And then I did like 200, 300 more dodges, and apparently my bad luck just hit me, because I only dodged 271 times, which is not 60%, but hardly you will ever, like, an unlucky person will only dodge that many times, but still, that's closer to 60% than if it's a more reasonable result. I actually just want to run from this. I don't think I want to, though. Yeah, no, I don't want to. That's a more reasonable result than if I had gotten hit 300 times and only dodged 200 times, because that would be someone with really bad luck. But again, the only way to really know for sure, because even if we know like what happens in the code, right? There's no way to know if it's working correctly unless we have access to all the code, which would, again, one, I don't think anyone but like 2 or 3 people in the world have, and 2, I'm just making sure the whole Rin thing isn't doing a special attack. 2, we are not allowed to look at the code, basically. Or if you are you're definitely breaking guidelines and or terms legally. So yeah, don't do that. But again, you have the thing. So if someone else were to dodge like 1,000 times, I would expect them to dodge about 580 to 620 times. There's going to be some variability here, but it's going to be closer to 60% than 50-50, which is what I thought was going to happen. That's basically all I'm trying to say here. Can I actually pass the check, though? I probably did, but I probably missed out on it because I just was so confused. I actually want my stamina to decrease, but you know what? When the game just pounds my reason to the ground, why not? So basically, at this point, I am much more inclined to believe that Swift Maneuver does affect Camera Flash. Because what I assume what's happening is that the Camera Flash action just adds the dodge action in the same action, so the game must read, oh, do the dodge action, and somewhere in the dodge action function, if we're talking more programmer-like, then it looks for the Swift Maneuver perk, and if you do have it, then it changes the odds. But again, that's a question that not a lot of people would ask, except for those who really play World of War, basically. So, and I should know, but I didn't know until I did that test. And yeah, I do think that it is affecting, Swift Maneuver does affect Camera Flash. It should affect dodge, and if either or both are not working, then it's a bug. That's basically what it boils down to. If it's actually still 50%, if someone does like 10,000 dodges, and they only dodge like 4,999 times, then there must be a bug, because Swift Maneuver should... Well, based on syntax, it shouldn't affect dodge, but apparently it does, so that's what all I'm trying to say. By the way, I do want to level up, so we're going to take Vigil into possibly Flood. I should have really taken a Mystery now that I think about it, because boss. So the thing about Fatalist, if we're not going to be talking about Yumiko for a second, is that on a Fatalist backstory... if you're following my little, you know, the guidelines I like to use by fighting boss mysteries in the first 3 mysteries, I should have taken a mystery first. Because basically what can happen now is if Flood is the second mystery I can see on the board, I have Flood, and I could possibly have Metamorphosis into Akamanto or something like that. That's basically all I'm trying to say. But if you're more confident in yourself like I'm not, then you can take things in Fatalist any order you want. Anywho, so we get out in, well, possibly more turns. It depends. I should have equipped the Demon Mask. I don't know why I've done this to myself. Also, I have the Attack Dog, thankfully, so my Lucky Bat damage is finally normalized. Still, though, if we have Flood, we can afford to run once here. Now, if we run into the Room of Ghost, it close enough doesn't matter, but meh. I'll deal with it. By the way... no. Yeah, no. I would like Swing and Hit. We are in character-specific perks, so a Swing and Hit would help out here. Basically, I know I placed Yumiko lower on the tier list, but if you could get Swing and Hit every time, that would make Yumiko a lot better. It's just that you have to compete with now, I think, another perk. I feel like she only had 3 before. Doesn't she have 4 now? I'm going crazy. Anywho. I don't play Yumiko a lot, relative to the other characters. If I haven't said that already, I know I've said it before, but probably for this video, man, I should have actually kept space for that. Actually, no. No, I think we'll be fine. Are we going to be fine? Well, okay, we'll be fine. So what I want to do here is do that. No, we're going to equip the demon. I was thinking about saving because I would save on 1 stamina here, but no, we're just going to do this and get out. So, yeah. And again, this is by no means... I mean, it is Yumiko stuff. Having the Lucky Bat in the first place and 4 strength lends itself to me being able to do what I can do. But what also helps is, 1, the Attack Dog, and now the Demon Mask, which I actually don't normally like to equip. I would advise everyone else to equip it, though, but I just personally don't like doing so. Because I could get Painting and then just proceed to fail 5 events in a row and not run into a single enemy. Basically, it's not even a weakness, but the weakness of the Demon Mask is that if you never run into a single encounter for, like, or you don't run into a lot of encounters, you don't get to use that damage, and all you've done is, limit your max stamina, which isn't normally, you know, a huge worry, as we do have, that is Flood. But, yeah, what I said could happen. You could run into a bunch of events and just die, so... Which is why I play the way I do, even though it's not consistent. Because I'm looking for ways to give me a 1-up over bad RNG. That's essentially the thesis statement of a couple hundred episodes of me playing World of War, is that I'm trying to think of strategies, whether it's high risk, high reward, or otherwise, to combat the bad RNG that I get at times. And a lot of the times my failures are due to myself. Let's not forget about that, because, boy. But at the same time, as you see me roll 11 plus 2, this doesn't help either. Yeah, we're just gonna rest here. Now, do I take the mystery with this? We can rest 3 times, right? Yeah, I think we can. I didn't check my max threat level locations, by the way. And now that I've started investigating here, I might as well commit, basically, because otherwise I'm just wasting investigations. Is this an injury? It is. Oh my goodness. Well, now I do need these. Why did I do this to myself? I forgot which one gave you a thing, and I don't know, I didn't even do this right, so all I've done is hurt myself. Well, at least we still get 4 damage. It's just that I would have liked more. All I've done is hurt myself. One of the few times I decided to go for a researcher, which I didn't even get, I get cut arms in you. This is... Why? Anywho. I should be able to do this, right? Can I not do a strong? I was about to say. Well, for what it's worth, do a strong. But we continue to do prep attack, because that's the best we can do. I can also throw the meat cleaver. I also have the baseball, actually. That would actually increase my accuracy a whole... Yeah, we're just gonna... Nah! Yeah, we're just gonna... The only one you got, Yumiko, but yeah, I gotta use it. I think that happens immediately, right? It does. So I can guarantee at least 1 attack, but we really just want that... This juicy, hey, I can fit 3 attacks, possibly. And hit all 3. Unless the game says no, but, you know, that... At this point, who's surprised, right? I might as well have just been doing prep attack. That's not likely to happen, by the way, with the odds I had, but, you know... Pain. So, next turn we can just desperate prep strong, but we want to fit in some stamina trade-offs, so... Can I do that? I should be able to do that. This should be, like, 6 damage at least. And away I go. Can I get swing and hit, by the way? That would be really great. Lost Bath, so that's... We do get swing and hit. I can at least be thankful for that, but I'm actually going to take reason here. And away we go. We don't have Bath, just making sure. And a mystery. Botanist. Did I really not use the thingamajiggy? I didn't. Max threat level school, max threat level thing. We can pop in here. An ally might be cool, but I'm really looking for this hospital pass, which we do have. Which means we have ward, which means we should put the police patrols in the hospital. Because we will be doing some hospital investigations. The hospital pass will also help, but hey. Fun. In a way, I feel like it's because I've been looking at Dwarf Fortress again a lot. In, like, just my life, that I say the word fun a lot. But anywho. This is real, right? I take 4 stamina damage for this, but this should be 12 damage per turn. Now, I would have liked that to not be the case, but it's not like healing this energy is going to get me that much more. I should really get rid of it, but... I'm going to rest first. Oh, never mind. We're on... we have... Wow, we have fetid fumes and no bath? Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, I guess what we're going to do is witch tree for that, and then am I going to get another flashbacks? I should really do a thing. Never mind. And let's go into here. I did not mean to do that. Can I go back to the reception area, please? Thank you. And let's grab this painkiller, and let's move on. I really shouldn't die, is what I'm trying to say, in this run, but maybe I do a thing and I die anyway, because I think I have the second encounter check, and I promptly forgot what it was. So it's all on me. Or I could also just believe that I'm taking 65% Doom right, or I'm at 65% Doom right now. Which isn't so bad. We have a shorter ward to make up for it, unless I run away from this enemy, because it's painful. But we can only do that so much. We run into double nurses, we're going to be in some trouble. But considering my RNG, there's a reason I don't fight a lot of enemies. It's because when I fail so many events, and we're stuck in a location, there's not much else I can do. I have painkillers, but... Like, I'd rather fight this than anything else, so... I should actually brace here for all intents and purposes, but let's see here. 5 damage. Is this real? Because this is 6 plus 9. Yeah, it's not enough. Unfortunately. This is 8. Right? No. 10 plus whatever this is, so we're gonna do that. If he missed the second attack, though, I'm gonna cry. Oh, but it is 10. It is 18 damage there, but just making sure. By the way, can I get out of this forest, please? That would be very much appreciated. 2 dexterity or 4 charisma. Thank goodness. I think I still have things in the storage too, but for the moment, let's just relax and hope for the best. Because we don't have Bath, and we don't have any other lucky things that can help me. So basically, we're living on whatever the game gives us at this point. If we get nothing, then we get nothing. If we survive, then that would be nice. But we'll see, basically. The other asterisk is that I would like to run into Dullness, but maybe we don't even get that much. Keep in mind, even with the hospital pass, you do still have to at least investigate, I think, the downtown area once. So I could, unless I ran into an encounter downtown in a previous, like, in Botanist, then, yeah, we are in trouble. I feel like I did, though. Let me just check, though. Do we have the second encounter? We do. And I don't remember it. We need to heal through the thingamajiggy here, so let's do that. And let us ascend this hospital, or go to the hospital for ward. And let's see what happens, because boy, Yumiko is Yumiko. No. Yeah, no. High threat level, and then we failed at luck check, and we die, basically, is why I didn't take that check. I would actually like to gamble on the out of funds, but maybe that's not a good decision? Well, we're about to die, so never mind, we can't do that anymore. So instead what we're going to do is trade off some charisma, and then sell 1 flashlight. So we don't run into out of funds, but we can still die to reason here, so let's cross our fingers and hope and pray. Keeping in mind we're doing at least 2 runs, so... Hey. That is unfortunate. I think I did fight a vampire enemy, but I don't remember, so... Off we go. And this is, yeah, this is not what I want to see. This is a vampire enemy, so... Eh. And apparently that mummified heart belonged to that bloodsucker. But as we fight the baseball player / ourselves, my first question is, can we get out in 1 turn? Possibly? This is 8 into 12 damage. 22. I would have to hit both of these, I believe. I can throw the thingy to be sure, but I don't think I need to, so... Yeah. And we get bonus damage too, which really helped out. If I needed that bonus damage, cool. Also, nice time skip, by the way. That allows me to basically not fail the second encounter check anymore. So, yeah. Well, actually, would we have survived this run? Let's ask the lighthouse. Because we can't survive any stat checks. Dexterity, we lose 3. Reason. We do have a light source, so we can pass the light check. Do we have the 6th floor as well? We do. So, we lose 2 reason, 3 stamina. Sorry, 6 stamina, because of the knowledge check, which means we have to rest once. We can still survive this. Can we? No, Takushi-san, right? Am I going crazy? I feel like I'm going crazy. Well, we do need to rest once, regardless. And let's see what happens here, because we have to ascend every floor. Basically, we can't lose any doom at all. Which means I think Takushi-san defeats us here. But we'll see. Actually, we do have the attack dog. But yeah, let's see. So, if we can get this right, Flood was our 3rd mystery, I believe. So it wasn't the Sweaty Assailant or Chaturha, I believe. Why am I forgetting this? We took Vigil second. Yeah, we took Vigil second. So the question becomes... Did we fight the Pillar Vampire first? Or second, basically. I remember running from the Pillar Vampire. I think that was the first thing I ran away from. I know I ran from my first encounter, because I was like, oh, 13% Doom to 18% or something like that. So I want to say the whole Rin thing? Nope, never mind, I died. There was a chance we also get away. If nothing else, we could have dodged against Takushi-san, but, well, anyway. off we go. Oof. Zektast, Eldritch Parasite. Thanks for making it easier to do this run on me. Zektast, Eldritch Parasite. All perks, but that's not going to matter because, well, it will matter. It just won't matter as much. So, let me see here. Commoner will come next week. Eldritch Parasite into Zektast. So, as we get into our second run, Zektast, Eldritch Parasite, all perks Yumiko. Doesn't actually really matter as much that we're Yumiko. It does still matter, but for the moment, I promise you that the strategy I employ here is no different. If you've seen one, well, you haven't seen them all, but you'll see small variations. Takushi-san, second encounter, light, dexterity, strength, maybe a second mystery, but we essentially lose 6 stamina, 3 reason. That's all that I really care about. History Club, that's all I want. Take this empty bottle, fill it up. No, we don't need to fill it up because we can't recover anyway. So I'd rather keep it to use for an event where we can use the empty bottle and scoop up something that we want to scoop up. But we do want a town mystery to farm the History Club. So nails, mermaids, footage, coma, metamorphosis. We'll do metamorphosis first. And in we go. So all we're looking for is mainly a ghostly spear and or something else. Adrenaline would have been nice, but no. So that's that's a nuance of playing Yumiko, is that you can use the fact that Yumiko at least starts off with a weapon means that you can go into the History Club, and if you get lucky, you pick up something that you can use, mainly a spell or some sort that normally or a perk, in this case all perks, Fast Swimmer, Adrenaline. But unfortunately we're in an Eldritch Parasite run where I don't want to deal with any of that, so yeah, here we are just waiting for Mind Drain or Ghostly Spear. I don't think there's really much else. I think on every Eldritch Parasite run, no matter what character, it's hard for me to find a character, aside from one that has like 999 in every stat, and starts with a weapon. But aside from that, it's hard to find a character where if I find myself on the Eldritch Parasite backstory, I'm not gonna sit here and do this until, you know, we find one of the 2 spells. Now, this is a long time, but it's not unheard of either. I actually should have taken Gruesome Totem and not used the thing, but we still have one more use of the thingamajiggy. So there's Mind Drain. Oh, that's right, we're on Zektast, so we want to finish this mystery. We want to get through the run in 63 to 84% Doom. I find it harder as Yumiko because Yumiko has 4 in every stat pretty much to recover. I think she is one of the highest base characters to require stat increases. Not just because she has spread stats, so you are literally if you're not increasing any of your stats at all, you're literally hoping to. Let me just make sure I'm not going to. I could just prep strong twice. I could also brace and then gamble next turn. I'm just going to turn my brain off here, though, for a moment. What was I saying? Things. Oh, so Yumiko, basically, you need to increase your stats. You need to increase your stats 5 times to avoid dying at 84% or lower as Yumiko. Not that you're likely to increase your Doom by 42 or 63% in your first mystery, but, I mean, if you do some weird opener or something, it could happen. By the way, I should have also used the police station here. I forgot to. I'm just going to say the mansion. And away we go. Yeah, on a Zektast run, even on a Zektast run, I would probably just still, you know, farm for Mind Drain and or Ghostly Spear. It's that important. We take 2 Doom here, but we should be able to survive long enough to at least increase our knowledge to... Whatever mind, we get the Curious Statuette. But increasing knowledge, the knowledge will increase again, so we don't need to worry. And yeah, any Zektast events basically means I react by increasing the other stats. But that's not the end-all, be-all. But yeah, while we're here, we might as well just take this in the face. We don't want to take too much in the face. If I have to trade off reason to save on stamina, as I miss an 80% kick, sure, but I want to see how low I can get first. 2 to 3 all isn't that bad, although I missed 2 kicks in a row, so, I mean, guess we'll do it again and see what happens. And at this point, do I gamble here? No. So we'll just purposely lose one reason here, better than losing -1 all, and then prep strong our way out. But yeah, it's Eldritch Parasite. I'm not gonna really use another strat. In fact, I think, you know, this does. Oh, I took healing for some reason. Let me see here. Hold on. Footage, coma, mermaids, nails. We are actually visiting the hospital a few times, but it's not really that bad. Oh no, actually it is. We have coma. Never mind. I lied to myself, so I guess we're switching the police patrols to the hospital. What I was trying to say is my strategy of looking for Mind Drain and or Ghostly Spear, I still can survive a good 90-95% of those runs. Relative to people who also like to... or parallel to people who just play it normally. But I personally think fishing for Mind Drain and Ghostly Spear is the most consistent way to win Eldritch Parasite. You won't win them all, but I think your odds are still a lot worse if you play characters that start with no weapons and you look for weapons normally, basically. If you have some other strat that works out, sure, but I think consistency-wise, looking for one of the 2 damage spells is the better option. That's all I have to say. So, keeping in mind that we're Yumiko, yeah, we're already... Well, Eldritch Parasite cancels off the fact that I want my stats to use the Lucky Bat, but at the same time, we're on Zektas, so 0 statting, it becomes a scarier possibility. Not impossible, but definitely I think you're trying to hike up a slope, basically, and make something work, so... Do we have another human enemy? I think this is the only human enemy, right? If so, I can Mind Drain comfortably here, and then just swing this bat really hard, and handcuff this dude. I'm pretty sure? Am I going crazy? Let's find out. I'll find out because I'll run into a mystery that has a human enemy or boss that I don't want to fight. For long, anyway. So, Mermaid's Footage, Coma. Yeah, not really. We'll do Coma first. I don't think we really have any more Mansion Investigations anyway, but I'm just taking the thing. We want to take Mermaid's 4th, if possible, to get rid of burns, which I probably will do. If forced to, but we'll see. Can't use Mind Drain on its own because it's a battle spell. And yeah, again, this run actually looks very, very good. It's just that, boy, I do things to myself and I can lose because of it. That's one of the thesis statements of my whole channel. It's human error. Let's see here. Can I do anything more? No, I think I just do this and then pray. 95%? No, this is guaranteed. We don't need your prescription, so Grandma will have to wait for the medicine as we continue onward. Again, I never thought that any character in World of Horror was absurdly weak. It's just that, obviously, some characters... The flip side of that is some characters are still better than others. Do we have a single ally? We do. We have Kazumi. We can let go of Kazumi, so actually what we can do is increase our strength here and then send Kazumi at someone eventually. Like so. In fact, this might even be the time to do it. So we're going to send Nurse against Nurse, and you know what? We only did 1 damage, so we're just going to run instead. That encounter basically existed to toss away an ally so that we can get on our own, which should have benefited us? Question mark? Yeah, we won't die to perception, aside from hallucinations or 1 or 2 stacks of brain damage, basically. But for the moment, we're okay. Mermaid's Footage. Yeah, mermaids and then do footage. Now, if you get roads closed, or if you have roads closed, it's going to be very painful, but I did the thing I did, so no turning back now. I almost said no coming back, but that's less of a... That phrase means a lot less. Anyway, 5 Doom decreased for 2 reasons, sure. Our reason is slowly dwindling, but as long as I make the correct trades, we shouldn't need to worry as much. Though, our stamina can't drop so low, so this is basically around the comfort level that I'd be at. But I am slowly dwindling, so... Yeah, we Mind Drain here. Can I do this? No, I can't. I have to Mind Drain again. Mind Drain being the does less damage between itself and Ghostly Spear, but you take what you can do. I've run this math before, but to say it again now, or I've said this math before, but I'll say it again now. So essentially, you have 20 to 25 uses of Mind Drain and or Ghostly Spear. If you do the calculation, that's over 100 damage for each spell per Eldritch Parasite run that you have. But that doesn't sustain you for every enemy, but a lot of the times it sustains you for the run, so you usually need to worry a lot less. Now, I am using Mind Drain quite a lot, but yeah, that's just part of the process. Basically, having a lot more damage that you can do yourself will help you out a lot on an Eldritch Parasite Mind Drain Ghostly Spear run, because you can just, you know, you can save uses of either spell if you have them, which I highly recommend you think about if you're not comfortable with running, you know, consistent strats on other backstories on Eldritch Parasite. Discipline, by the way. We can't get stamina. I don't know why I'm thinking about that. But I will take knowledge just in case we get hit with brain damage, and we'll move on. I don't think I enabled the nurse, did I? No, I did not. So instead, we are going to prepare for funds and get the baseball, but mainly prepare for funds. We're just going to actually sell the empty bottle. We probably won't use it unless we run into the one sludge event on the one turn that we're visiting the school. But let's find out, shall we? But yes, we're sitting pretty. If we somehow lose this run, the game has just decided to usually in that case, the game has decided to absolutely tank my thing. Also, I just realized that Hot Bath gives me nothing because I can't recover HP. So I should have taken anything else. But, you know what does help me? The folklore studies knowledge. Yeah, folklore studies. But we keep failing events, so what good is it doing me, really, for the moment? We get strength out of that. We have 8 strength. Hooray! We pass a lighthouse check. If we have it. I don't even remember if we have it. But for the moment, Mind Drain, Mind Drain, Mind Drain. We have a lot more. We have like a lot more Mind Drain casts that we can use. But let's just make sure. Yeah, I think that's max 10 for real. But we can just do this. In fact, we could have done something better, but we only need 8 damage, so I just realized I'm in footage too. I didn't do the mansion investigations. Hopefully I don't get punished for that. Let's find out. Because we still don't have a light source, and we definitely don't have charisma, so we need to not lose any more reason, is what I'm trying to say. And lo and behold, we lose reason because perception. Did that actually kill me? Right at the end of the run, did we die? Well, let's find out, shall we? If only we could level up and get 8 charisma. I don't think that's gonna happen. Yeah, light. Okay, we don't have the charisma check. That's good. I was fooling myself, but I think we survive no matter what. I'm pretty sure we do. If we don't, then, well, I'm just gonna be sad. We don't have handcuffs sitting around, right? No, we don't. So we just walk up this lighthouse, and if we live, we live. If we don't, hey, Yumiko thing. So without further ado, I won't take up more of your time. So as we near the end of this run, I will say that if you want to support me, feel free to do so. I've actually been doing some research in the past couple of days just to try and, you know, freshen up my knowledge of writing characters and whatnot, because I am still working on a game. So if I don't get anything done by this weekend, we'll see what happens in the next week as we approach Halloween. But I've already let people know, and like I think I've said before that I might be late doing stuff. I'm just gonna guess here. So if I'm late, and I move into November. But in November, I really should. I'm only hurting myself by, you know, not getting things done, basically. So it really is on. It does behoove me to release something, and it'll be on itch.io. I think I have a link to my itch.io page through my channel as well. But otherwise, I mean, whenever I make a video when it happens relevant to my games, I'll put a link in those videos somewhere, description or pinned comment. But yeah, without further ado, Yumiko's Yumiko. I still have to swing my way up, but that was less Yumiko and Eldritch Parasite, forcing me to do Mind Drain. And in the previous run, well, the previous run was the previous run. I kind of did forget. But without further ado, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!